Let's see if we can't do something about my boredom.
Empower up, stamina up, MP up, HP up, empower up, MP up, empower up, stamina up, MP up, HP up. How can you hate Final Fantasy II's leveling system, boys? This is like the fun part of JRPGs. You're like, really, Uncle Tenfey? That's so sad. All right. Fat cures, fat cures. God, this is inefficient. You crowd that knows shit about 80s Famicom programming, how hard would it have been to program the ability to just keep using cure? You know, like you can in future Final Fantasy games? Is there just like a bit integer you have to toggle? Do you have to reverse the polarity on the couplings, son, and send the ship backwards in time through a black hole? I'm sure tachyon fields are involved. That guy's like, man, you just have the most fun running in and out of town, don't you? A little bit more expensive that time. That's because we took Gus down to low MP town. We don't have to worry about Maria's MP as much because she can always just give herself more MP for fun. There's not many enemies. The only undead are immune to osmos, as far as I know. Undead don't like it when you drain stuff out of them. That's like their biggest pet peeve. So they always go out of their way to make sure that it works backwards. 2 leg eaters. I see. This shit is annoying to do when there's only 2 enemies because then you only have 2 potential targets with your split swap spells. So I want to get into a bigger fight. A ballroom blitz, if you will. 3 goblins? We'll try it, I guess. The old 3 goblin strategy, as they call it. Get Gus that MP. Have Gus that good time. Alright, Ricard, just land a swap and we'll be on our way. Not effective. And it landed. Baboosh. Alright, Gus has lost some MP. That should be enough, right? That's close to... Was it close to half? I don't even remember what his axe MP was. It was just up there, too. Easy to dodge. If Furion got some cheeky agility ups from this, that would just be the icing on the cake, boys. I really would be spoiled, hashtag rotten at that point. Critical hit. Gus didn't even, like, his hair didn't even rustle from it. It was considered a critical hit. There we go. God, he was swapping left and right, boys. Swap is real interesting if you have a high level of it and, like, just target your entire party because it just kind of shuffles everybody's HP and MP around. It's a quote-unquote fun spell. Lots of good stats up. Just sum everything up. Y'all are so excited for me to read the shit out loud too, I could tell. Alright, how is Ricard's stats doing these days? He's not got much M power, does he? Nah. You're like, yeah, it's almost like a Dragoon. Doesn't need a lot of MP because they don't cast magic. I'm like, do I need to bring up Cherry Blossom and Dragon's Crest? You're like, okay, yeah, sure. Now, what other Dragoons and what other Final Fantasies use magic? I'm like, well, you see, in Final Fantasy 6 and 7, you're like, there's characters like... The thing with Final Fantasy 7 is it's kind of like this one in that any of the characters can technically do anything depending on how you gear them up and equip their materia. Although, you know, some of them are going to be better physical attackers and some are going to be better at magic. I'm sure people have played through the game with like Melee, Eris, and like Caster Tifa. Caster Tifa's on the other side. Furion has broken the 1000 HP barrier, boys. Alright, in the essence, or in the desire to speed things up, I'll just focus on Ricard landing swap now. We've gotten Furion to a pretty good place. I'll just have Maria target him with Osmos. Ambushed! Oh no! I figured they'd run away. They were like running away at the beginning of the game. Now they're like, there's no point. Even they realized the futility of it all. I guess he could just target himself now that he's not going to be at critical HP every time. I meant to cast Berserk first. I apologize for that. Berserk's at level 6. Maybe we'll just worry about getting that to level 7 as well. I guess he's going to get another turn, so it doesn't matter. Put that blink up, boy. Get that holy casting. Good hustle. Good holy hustle. Alright, Ricard, by the book, landing a swap spell. Furion missed Furion. It probably is hard to punch yourself legitimately. You could slap the shit out of yourself, but punching yourself. Wow, he landed that shit right away. I love it. Cool, and the gang, as they say. You're like, who the hell said that? I'm like, oh, you don't know. They go to a different school. See if we can't get Gus a cheeky MP up as well. Just speed up the rest of the fight. Damn, it wasn't enough to get them MP maxes up, although their magic power to go up. What is everyone's M power at these? Remember, it's down there at the bottom of their stats. That's how much they gain when they get a stat up. So Jesus, he gets 18 max MP. She gets 18. They're in the same bracket. He gets 20. I guess Gus has been casting pretty hard, but old Ricard's back there with 10. He's like, there's nothing. I'm good at swinging a sword. And Furion's like, stop saying it, man. It hurts. Just hold this ornamental spear I bought from the flea mall and let me take a picture. So when I describe you to other people, I can at least be like, yeah, he's a Dragoon. And they're like, oh, yeah, I see it. Cool spear. It's weird, though. Somebody else posted this little webum of Ricard fighting, and it looks like he's holding a sword and shield. And you're like, oh, no, it's an optical effect. Captain Disillusion did a whole video on it, I promise. 'Tis nothing. Pay no attention to the sword and shield wielding Dragoon behind the curtain. We're going to have to hit Furion with 2 Osmoses if we want his max MP to go up. And we do. It's a good thing. I was going to say we'll try to get Ricard to like 1000 HP and 100 MP. It would take a while though. But it would be very useful in the next dungeon to not have to worry so much about his resources. I mean, he's not going to be casting a ton of magic, but it's useful outside of battle. And if we're going up against an enemy with a certain weakness who has high physical defense, you know, it's nice to be able to do something about it. I know exactly how to do this turn efficiently and by the book. Get the book out, Chief, and read along, because I'm following the instructions perfectly. He's like, mm-hmm. You know I have the new revised 2021 edition of the book, don't you? I'm like, oh, God. What did they change? He's like, first of all, it forbids cancel select min-maxing. And there's a whole chapter called Swap Spell Nonsense that I'm going to want you to read and reread and then write me an essay on it. I'm like, oh, I'll write my essay that lives down the trailer park there outside of town. You're like, that's... The Chief's like, that's real humorous. Mucho humoroso with your bad Spanish, but no, that's not what I meant. Cut to me writing on the chalk, but the Chief has a chalkboard in his office, like the opening of The Simpsons with Bart. I'm just writing, I will not bore my viewers via tedious RPG min-maxing. You can still see faintly on the board from the last time I was held in Tenfey office detention. You can still faintly written, I will not keep making rat tail jokes. The Chief knows that one will never stick, but it's like Harry having to write, I will not tell lies into the back of his own hand. I never saw the movie version of that, so I don't know how they did it in the movie. But I do remember it from the book. I can't be satisfied with Ricard's current stats now. We got to make that boy healthy and wealthy and wise. The only reason I'd want to level Fury and Swap is so we can actually use it in the field. Instead of it just being theoretical. Instead of us VR training. We're like Raiden talking to Snake. I've cast level 16 swap spells in VR. Ugh. VR magic grinding's not the same thing as in the field, kid. If you tense up for a second, you're done. Even leg eaters can take you down if you're not paying attention. Don't get me started on the 5.56ers and pineapples. Do you have any cigarettes? I've got e-vapes. Ugh. The Patriots were right. Where's Otacon? I want to ask him about Metal Gear. Damn, Ricard didn't land any of that good shit. You hate to see him not happen in this instance. If all we wanted to level was his MP, I could just osmose him once a fight. But unfortunately, I would like him to get some HP as well. So that's why we're doing swap shenanigans. Swap-nanigans, we'll call them. I'm going to pistol whip the next one of you that says swap-nanigans. That's the cheap of Tenfey once again. I realized instead of basing the teeth of Tenfey, I was literally about to say that. Instead of basing the chief of Tenfey on the stereotypical detective from like Hollywood action movies, I should have based him on the chief from Super Troopers and given him a stereotypical like Irishman accent. Does the Super Troopers chief have an Irishman accent? I can't remember. It seems like the kind of thing he would have, so I'm just going to believe it. Just like Naruto. Alright, I'm going to hope that Gus gets an MP up. Otherwise, we're just throwing money away by draining his MP right at the end of the fight. Unless she gets a fat Osmos on him. I mean, he lost like, what, 53? And he's going to lose a few more when he casts Holly. You're going to catch holy hell, Leg Eater. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, 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 alright. We're in a bad fight. How's everyone doing? Okay. I can tell you crowd are getting real antsy, so I'm not going to put you through any more of this. We've gotten Ricard to a much better state than he was when he first joined the party. Maybe we'll just take Ricard to the end of the game. Let's Sleep at the inn first. The in and out burger. Just sleep under the tables. That's another item from their quote-unquote secret menu. Is they give you a burger so big, you're so bad off after eating it that you had to sleep under the table. The sleeper burger. Alright, now we can actually re-equip people. You passed the test. Here's your clothes. You've passed the Dragoon initiation. Okay. You were holding thief's gloves, you had a gold hairpin, and you had a winged blade. It feels appropriate for the Dragoon to be using the Crescent Sword, but unfortunately it's not very powerful at this point in the game, and still has shit for accuracy. Alright, Firion is no longer Two Shields Firion as he's known, used to be known. And what are you holding? Your normal stuff. He's got the usual. Basuna Betray Fang. Basuna Betray Fang. What a wonderful phrase. Yeah, everybody seems real cool. Real healthy, real wealthy. And the best part, real wise. Just like Wise brand potato chips. Okay, I'm giving everything a once over with my eyes. God, we can only hold, what, 6, 7 additional items? Oh, Lord, I wish there was storage so I could put my hoarder shit in it. I need a fat chocobo. I'm holding out for a fat chocobo till the end of the night. Unfortunately, not introduced in Final Fantasy II. What if we got attacked by another fucking Leviathan? Boys, that's storytelling. Also, it made me walk in here. Okay. It made like Atari noises and a little pillar of light, quote-unquote, shot out of the top of the building. Okay, I guess that's what it does when you have the crystal rod in your inventory. Here y'all could appreciate the Mysidia Tower music while I tried to turn the lamp in my room on because I can't see shit. Okay, there's a really good piece of armor on this first floor we want, and then every other chest has a regular staff in it. I don't know if that's supposed to play into the fact that this is like a mage tower or what. This one is in a little separate room, but you can walk through the wall. White room. So this is really nice. It's the best piece of armor for a white mage. And it has a lot of good element resistances. Although it doesn't resist the primary damaging elements, it resists the other elements that generally status effects are under. So it gives you some good status effect protection is what I'm trying to say. Less armor value than higher level armor, but it does have no real evasion or magic penalty. So we are going to give that to Gus. Which means his black garb can be hand-me-down to Firion. And we'll just hang on to the flame armor for now. Ricard was just sitting there waiting for the flame armor to get done. He's like, to bring up Office Space again, he's like, what's his name? The Believe I Took Your Stapler guy? Milton? Is that his name? When he's waiting for his piece of cake. I forgot to rearrange the party correctly. How embarrassing. Oh well. We can have us one turn of Firion melee, as we call it. Get your damn hand levels, Gus. I'm gonna feel bad if you keep falling behind. Just because you decided to also start properly. I just realized his holy is level 5. That's also a good thing. Yeah, we don't need to be worrying about his magic. In fact, swap doesn't need to be his top spell anymore because I don't think... It would be incredibly difficult, I believe, for him to land a rank 1 swap spell on any enemies in here It'd probably be like a tiny, less than 1% chance it would hit. That's holy damage. Dead. Nobody gained anything except life experience from that fight. We'll put Maria in the front row for now. Why let the boys have all the fun of getting the shit beat out of them? If Maria found out that the boys went out without her and tussled with some werewolves, she'd be real upset. I know she would be. She's a huge Twilight fan. She's like, when do they turn into buff men in blue jeans? We're like, oh, Maria. Oh, Maria. God bless your heart. This isn't that kind of werewolves. These are proper Barrow werewolves, son. And there's 14 of them, conveniently enough. Okay, everybody's attacking a target. So these enemies don't have an elemental weakness, so we're just going to berserk and then beat the dog shit out of them. Or the wolf shit out of them in this case. Poisoned? Oh no, that's bad. Our credit card information is going to get hacked if we can't get that PSN status off of Maria. It's always a relevant joke. Alright, you attack that, you attack that, you attack that, you attack that. Dead. Son, Maria's not having as much fun as she thought she was going to once she demanded to be put in the front row. Dead. She's been double poisoned. Oh, the white robe also gives a bonus to spirit. I don't know if I mentioned that. I was thinking about it while Gus was punching. Punch boy Gus. All right, we're going to Asuna her rather than later. As always, very humorous joke. Take him down with holy hell, Gus. Werewolves hate it. All of that, and Firion just gained the spirit. Okay, let's put his spells as such. There we go. That seems like a more respectable spell order. A more proper knightly dragoon spell order. Might as well give him a chance to gain some cure levels in case we're ever desperate enough that he needs to cast it in battle. Cool. Up the stairs we go. Alright, ancient text. This floor, there's a flame shield, a flame bow, and a flame lance. I believe there's a secret shortcut in the wall in here too that makes it, because this is a more labyrinthine floor. So I'm going to go out on a limb, and because I vaguely recall coming through here in Origins, and I am looking, the ancient text, quote unquote, is an Origins player's guide, but I believe I recall, there we go. It cuts out on a lot of tedious walking around to get this shield. The flame bow and the flame lance, I'm not really worried about. The ice bow Maria has, or is in our inventory right now, is more powerful. The only advantage of the flame bow is if we come up against a bunch of ice enemies. But what are the odds of that in the Mysidia Tower? Okay, how do we want to handle this crowd? The usual. The old-fashioned, as it's known. Now, Maria's berserking the party is not as efficient as it could be because, once again, she has that damn shield equipped. Maybe I do need to just go and put her in the back row again. Tell you what, I don't want the dog shit punched out of us, so Blink the party. Preemptive strike. Couldn't wait for Maria to berserk you first, could you, sir? Got real impatient, did you? Speaking of impatience, speed up that damn animation. Everyone's blinked. Alright, we should be good now. God, remember when those things were a threat? Remember when I was but mortal? I hadn't min-maxed my way to godhood yet. It's always fun to just have them blow themselves up for nothing. Fun times, adventures, give me that flame shield. And then let's warp back a floor. Oh, that just warps out the whole damn dungeon. Also, it's going to make us re-enter the dungeon because standing on that space is what walks you in here. Alright, it's fine. This will give us an excuse to come out here and save, I guess. Oh Lord, I forgot that these guys are a normal encounter in here. They were a special chest guarding encounter earlier. Alright, here's how I plan on dealing with these fellas. Gee whiz, fellas. Probably the fire spell. I wonder if Furion would do more damage with his melee these days, though. I think so. Now, Maria, of course, she's not actually going to Osmos then, but she is going to... Should she berserk the party? Yes. Blink. Holy punch. Here, you help make sure Gus kills the one he's targeting. Oh boy, a preemptive strike. Yeah, that Gaia blade is very good. Okay. Maybe these guys aren't as tough as I'll give them credit for. Or maybe we're just real powerful. And I didn't realize. Dead. Ricard has real good agility too, now I'm thinking about it. He sometimes goes first, he's usually at least second. We got a plan around it. 4-0 forward. Alright. That him not being able to one-shot like Gus and Ricard or Furion and Ricard do is a sign that we need to get his hands a little bit higher. He's listening to Bon Jovi's Lay Your Hands on Me on a Walkman. Remember, this is the 80s after all. One side of the cassette tape is just Bon Jovi's Lay Your Hands on Me repeated over and over, and then the other side of the tape is just Eye of the Tiger. Neat. So yeah, because Furion's sword level is 8, which I think is the same as Ricard's now that I think about it. Hell yeah. So what is Gus's hands at? 7. Oh, how embarrassing. Of course, the fact that he's almost doing as much damage without even having a sword equipped should actually, indicate that he's real strong. Okay, we need to go through the stairs at the bottom, which means we've got to go all the way to the left. Oh boy. Hey guys. You look like a bunch of assholes I'm going to kill. Alright, those things are weak to fire. Don't forget it. Get Maria a few cheeky knife levels. That's what you could say the next time you're in an alley mugging people with a pocket knife. You'd be like, oi! No need to fret, Orlom. I'm just getting me some cheeky knife levels. And they'll just be like, oh, you rapscallion, you. You ne'er-do-well. Ragamuffin, even. Let's see if Gus's level 2 fire spell can take one down. Probably not. Ricard's just going to stab that fucking thing to death. Oh, well, Furion's fire spell won't one-shot one of them, so... What could I expect of Gus? Maria's the one that burns things. Oh no. He be poisoned. Poison, Gus. Alright, the second turn is going to go like clockwork, like butter. You're going to be fucking amazed. Floored even. The chief of Tenfey, his lit cigarette that he's always chain smoking will fall out of his mouth. He'll drop his fucking highball glass of scotch. He'll be like, my God, the son of a bitch, he did it. And the first step is to have Maria cast fire on that target. Have Gus cast Holy up there, and then you can cast Fire Wand for fun. Cured of poison. Wouldn't poison cured flow better? Is that right? English. A well-constructed English paper. Yeah, his Holy does a lot more. I forgot it's non-elemental, so it just obliterates foes for the most part, even if they're not, you know, thinking about being weak to it. Okay, we need to go down that bottom path. Werewolves. The Wild West Werewolves of Howe Mesa. It's my original series that I created. Don't you dare imitate or steal it. I'll know. I'll know what you're doing. This seems like a good fight for Maria to berserk the party, because these guys are somewhat tough. I've heard that werewolves can be somewhat resilient to being stabbed and punched and kicked to death. Like the assholes they are. So I'm just going to have all the boys pile on one werewolf for this first turn. See how the werewolf likes having 14 people jump on them in public instead. Okay. Cool. Now this turn is going to go something like this, and then this, and this. I'm real confident in this current turn. Alright, at least they killed one of them. Ironically, if Maria still had the Werebuster mace that she was using earlier, she'd be doing shitloads of damage to these things. Because not only does she have staff or mace skill, but that thing does extra damage to wear targets, son. Sonic the Hedgehog getting real nervous whenever he sees that thing pop up. Okay. So far, it's been a fairly by-the-book Mysidia Tower. And I appreciate that. Oh my God, I had to open my mouth. Those little things in the back are imps. And they're not like super tough, but the problem is they can cast Confuse 16 on the whole party. And they're not weak to any particular like element, so there's no reliable way to one-shot them other than just getting a hold of them and knocking the dog shit out of them. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. I got a real good plan. After we get our prerequisite leveling shit over with, I'm going to hope that Maria's fire spell can burn one up. Get Gus's hands a little bit of girth to them. And then we're going to hope that Holy and Ricard using another spell along with Holy is enough to take down the other one. Of course, I imagine Holy will probably obliterate one of them, I'm hoping. Aw, damn. Not what I was hoping. Let's see what happens with this. Okay, good. It's a good thing. Okay, alright, okay. So I guess you attack that. You... Actually, let's have you Osmose the Imp. Maybe if you get all of his MP, he won't be able to cast his bullshit. And there you go. Son, them two boys know what's up. The werewolf busters is what they ought to call them. MP absorbed. Confused 16, he managed to cast it. It didn't hit Furion. It did hit Maria. It didn't hit Gus. Gus with that white robe on should be fairly resistant to it, so that's a good thing. Okay, can we kill this werewolf without Ricard and Maria causing too much misery and woe to the party? I think we can. I believe in Holy and also hitting things with a sword. That's the Paladin way. Alright, Ricard hit himself. Maria got slapped. And Holy. Yes, sir. Damn. I keep underestimating how good Gus is with that Holy spell. I also forgetting that the white robe is giving him a spirit buff, which makes it do more damage as well. Gus is just the true underdog of the playthrough. Nobody had their eyes on him. Did you ever know that I had mine on you, Gus? At least we have an easy way to heal ourselves in this one. Remember Final Fantasy 1? You can carry 99 basic heal potions into the final dungeon of the game, and that was all you had. You had to spend turns spamming the heal helms and the heal staff. I know all of you. I would be very shocked if anyone is watching TMVA Final Fantasy 2 and hasn't watched TMVA Final Fantasy 1. But I guess it could happen. Even I played Resident Evil 2 before I played Resident Evil 1, if you can believe it. Alright, we're on this floor where we get all burned up by lava. But that's a good thing because there's no monsters in the lava. Why don't they build the whole damn city and tower out of the lava, son? Furion Beast Shop. Alright, there's a flame sword over here that we've gotta wanna need to have. Gotta wanna need to have a flame sword. Jangles. How's everyone's HP? Just a light cure forwarding to the whole party. Just this once. Once again, Vims and Vigors and such are desperately trying to remain in balance. Flame Sword, or Firebrand. Alright, Furion's getting the Flame Sword. Boom. Which means I can hand me down the Gaia Sword to you. Now you may be thinking, well gee whiz, why would you want to use the Flame Sword on a floor where obviously you're going to be fighting fire monsters? And that's because luckily, the Flame Sword won't do less damage. According to the ancient texts, if a weapon has an elemental effect, it'll do more damage to an enemy weak to that type, but it won't do reduced damage to an enemy of that type. Unless they have fire absorb? I don't know. Consult the ancient texts. Write your local ancient textman. Booyah, 412. Yeah, they're powerful boys. We don't really need Berserk to fight werewolves anymore. We're tough enough on our own. We can be calm and level-headed as we fight werewolves. It's the one thing werewolves fear, is reason and discourse. They're impossible to have internet, quote-unquote, discussions with. Because werewolves are addicted to shitposting. I'm going to try to assume the whole damn party. Get Maria some osmos. Not effective. Really, man? Really, man? Come on, man. Come on, man. I can't get an Asuna off on my own party, man. That ain't right. I blame the Sakaguchi. He knew the truth. Alright, we're going to get one more chance to Asuna the boys. Hopefully, rather than later. I don't want you to kill the werewolf before we had a chance to Asuna everybody, so you're just going to cast a cure spell. It's a good thing. Of course, Furion went first. Of course. Why would it land? Furion has a shield equipped, which means he ain't allowed to land non-elemental magic. That's just the way Sakaguchi wanted it. What's that? No stat ups for old Gus and Maria with their PSN status. Furion and Ricard are sitting there in the lobby of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 being like, where the hell are Maria and Gus? And finally they get on fucking Skype and message him, and they're like, we're in the lobby too. We're on PSN, and Furion and Ricard are like, oh god. Xbox Live only, man. Alright, how are we going to... Let's go ahead and put Maria in the back row. And let's go ahead and... figure this shit out. Of course, I want her to have the ice shield equipped for now, because it protects from fire. So it would be kind of stupid to change things up right this second. So, okay. Maria, you talked me into it. So, if you gotta quit. Tell you what, for now, let's put the flame armor on you because it protects from fire, not ice. Furion should have an ice shield now because that will protect from fire. And yeah, I think that's good. Get you some cure levels. We might as well put Cure at the top and Osmos here and Berserk here. If you haven't picked, I don't know if I've ever pointed this out, but your magic inventory, quote unquote, in battle, your spells go 4 across. So every 5th spell in here is the next one on the left side. So it's real easy to scroll with them with up and down. So if you've watched this whole playthrough and not figured out why I have such actions and fits here in the spell inventory, that's why. If you watch me play Resident Evil enough, you're probably used to me fidgeting with inventories. So you're probably used to it. It probably didn't even register. Your brain just filters it out like white noise. Some imps have appeared. Imp approaches. Command? Murder it with a magic spell, preferably. Alright, we're not going to worry so much about leveling her Berserk anymore, although she can sneak some cheeky MP out of one of them enemies. Fuck it, target the werewolf. I have a good feeling that old Ricard and Gus are going to be able to... Actually, I'll just have Gus attack the werewolf, and then Ricard attack that. There we go. It's a preemptive strike anyway. Hell yeah. Dead. Maria getting that fat agility and osmos. Alright, there's a flame mail and a flame helm in these boxes. How's my inventory looking these days? Yeah. The moment I stepped out of that lava, this fucking thing, Basilisk. Alright, he can turn you to stone. Gus's white robe should protect him from it, though, so we're just gonna pretend that we're not worried about being turned to stone and just hope that it doesn't happen. That's right, we said we weren't gonna worry about Berserk, so we're not. We are gonna get us some cheeky punch levels. That's just a given. 5 hits, Gus. You love to see it. Every time Furion gets agility up, everybody, the whole bus stands up and claps. So the Flame Helm will also give you... No, it gives you protection from ice. That's right. 4 werewolves, do-do. You attack that werewolf. You fire that werewolf. Son, he's incompetent. Werewolf, you're fired. It's probably because he always violates the dress code, because you're supposed to wear like a buttoned up shirt and khakis to the office. But the werewolf always shows up and his khaki pants have erupted, like his thick furry thighs have erupted through the sides of them. So they're basically a pair of tattered khaki shorts, and the poor buttoned up shirt never stood a chance. If you think your werewolf's going to work in your office and you're not going to see big heaving furry pecs, then I don't know what you signed up for. Should werewolves really be poisoning you? Final Fantasy 1 had werewolves, although they were just green colored like normal wolf enemies. One of those Hirasuna. Just one, so yeah, she couldn't do shit. I guess we'll just stick to our current plan of action. Seems to be working pretty damn good. One last slap on Gus just to make his holy spell that much more potent. I think I was going to bring up earlier, but something interrupted me. But what do you think happens when you get holy casted on you? Like, it's an explosion, right? But I mean, it's an explosion of holy magic? I guess it's hard to conceptualize when you live in a world where magic's not real. Cut to Ronald McDonald with a solemn look on his face, and he just fades into nothing. It's like that gif you see of Hank, and he says to Peggy, there's no sound because, you know, it's a gif, but he says go away, and the words fly out of his mouth, and then you just cut to Peggy, and as the words hit her, she just like fades into nothing. One of the quintessential gifs of the internet. Okay, does everyone have fire protection? Not for any particular reason. I mean, we are on a fire-based floor in a magic dungeon, and there's a feller standing there shimmying and shuffling, but, you know. Okay, you've got fire resistance because of your ice shield. You have fire resistance because of your ice shield. You have none, so let's put the... we don't have an ice helm. Did we find fire gauntlets? I can't remember. No. Well, maybe Gus just won't have fire resistance. And you have fire resistance because you're wearing the flame armor. Got it. Got it. Yeah, we got this. This ain't nothing. Hey, buddy. Oh, well, I gotta get in a battle before I'm allowed to talk to you. This pack of fucks. Like, anyone wants to deal with them. I think we could run away from these guys. I think I have a chance with these guys. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, we threw away our preemptive strike, but we learned a lot, mainly about how Sakaguchi is a huge shitheel and everyone secretly hates him. I blame him personally for not being able to run away from this fight. I think we got her, boys. I think we know what's up and what we're doing. Can Gus holy a bomb by himself? I like to believe he can. He came close. The closest I've ever seen a Gus come to one shot and a smug-ass bomb. In fact, I'm going to let Gus finish the fight. Unless the damn thing blows itself up to cheat him of the satisfaction of it. Nope. Trying to escape into hell by blowing yourself up. But the only hell you're getting today is holy hell, son. Even Ricard gained agility. That should be good. What you got to say, feller? Well done. The mage began to grow. I like to think he's describing himself. You'll never defeat the mage. And Furion's like, well, when does he get here? You're speaking to him. So the mage turned himself into a fire gigas, as mages are often wont to do. Here's how we're going to handle this first turn. I'm going to put Shell on Gus because he's the only one without fire defense. Maria is going to Berserk Furion. Gus is going to be cheeky and sneaky and breaky with some hand levels. He's going to get his Holy cast, and then he's going to blink the party. Ricard. I'm going to have him cast Blizzard just for fun, just because he can. Because you know this motherfucker's weak to it. Son, you didn't think Lieutenant Maress was going to show up. And Gus, you get her all to yourself, boys. Talk about spoiled. Magic can't hurt you when you've got a cute Starfleet officer cat lady hung on you. I'm pretty sure if you check Memory Alpha, it's true. It's canon to Star Trek. TMVA Final Fantasy 2 is canon to Star Trek. It might be in Memory Beta, now that I think about it. Alright, now that all that's taken care of, as if any of it mattered, he's going to equip the Blood Sword. You are going to cast... He's not going to live that long. Just cast Osmos. I'm very confident in our ability to take this motherfucker down, is what I'm saying. Let's watch it play out. Jesus. It's a good thing we cast Shell on Gus. Maybe my confidence was a bit high. I think I keep expecting Furion to get more hits with that Blood Sword. Should I explain the gimmick of the Blood Sword to you on this fight? Because once again, as I've pointed out, it's one of the most important items in the game. You know Gus had to do it with that holy hell. And done. Okay. Just a handful of turns of Ricard curing Gus. Or Maria, excuse me. Beg pardon, as Maria says. In the interim, let's use one of these. Should we use it on... Yeah, let's get Furion. Back up some MPEO. Give one to Gus. And be on our merry way. We'll change our equipment when we get upstairs. Because we're on the ice floor. You knew it was coming. So now we can switch you over to the Flame Shield to give you ice protection. Is that our only... No, we have 2 Flame Shields. That's right. Gus can now wear the Fire Helmet to get ice protection. And Ricard, we can put the power back on you. Do we have any other... Well, we have this... no, the Ice Shield protects from fire. Idiot. We might not have an easy way to get Ricard. the protection he so desperately needs from ice magic. Oh well, maybe he just won't get hit hard with ice magic. What can you do? Shrug. Hashtag shrug. There's another ice shield on this floor. There's a pair of ice gloves nearby. Maybe that's what we want. That's the ticket. The ice glove ticket. Oh lord. That's a pleasant group of monsters to run into. Maybe we can run away. I'm going to try it again. Nope. Nope. Burned up. That's pretty sneaky trick to have an enemy using fire abilities when we went out of our way to increase our ice defense. I'm just saying. Okay. I should have known. This is a pack of fucks you just gotta deal with. Put your flame sword back on. Let's see how well the flame sword hurts these things. And we'll go from there. An eventful turn. And at the bottom it says disclaimer. Turn was not actually eventful. Alright, I'm confident you could blow up one of those red mooses with some holy good times. And let's see if he can't finish off the one you holied originally with his low-level fire spell. It's good to have a lot of MP these days. Making your way in the Final Fantasy II world today takes all the MP you got. Sorry, I was having targeting error, as it's known. Well, can't say the flame sword is particularly effective against them. Damn it, of course he had to go before she could sneak some MP out of him. Alright, I'm not going to grab that ice shield from up there because I don't have inventory space for it. We are going to pop up here to the next floor real quick, but this is actually a separate section of the next floor that just contains one treasure. Oh, we never cured Gus's poison. I completely forgot. I was too busy in being a cool 80s Final Fantasy guy. Alright, you attack that. I don't know why I'm pretending Maria needs daggers level. It's just so satisfying to do that I can't stop myself sometimes. I think they're also weak to thunder, are they not? So that leaves you and Ricard to take down this damn Gigas. Which I believe they can do quite easily. Yes, sir. Damn. Not quite as powerful as her fire magic. And he blew himself up for fun. Alright, let's see if we can land an Asuna on our boy. As always, rather than later. We couldn't, because Ricard had to run up real quick and kick that giant in the dick and obliterate him. Son, our Asuna actually leveled up just from regular use. You love to see it happen. Alright, walk through the damaging ice. We almost made it to the chest. Well, ain't you just a lovely pack of fucking things to run into all of a sudden? Alright, how do we want to go about this? You fight that thing. Oh, damn it. Getting her cure levels when she don't need them. You cast fire on that thing. You're going to holy this gentleman. And then Ricard, you help Furion kill that bitching chimera before it runs over the neighbors. Because you know it'll be in all the papers. Okay. Our swap level keeps rising. So we just found the Ice Lance, which is a pretty damn nice lance when you think about it. The only problem is I want to keep Furion's sword skill constantly leveling for the blood sword. I mean, I could give it to Ricard and kind of try to force him into the dragon lifestyle, but he would never really get a chance to gain that many levels in it, and it would just be hurtful to watch. Maybe we shouldn't have come up here and got the Ice Lance. All it's done is cause me sadness. A profound sadness, if you will. Warp us back down to floor, please. Alright, what's the professional way to get through this floor without worrying about other items? There's a pair of ice gloves down there that'll protect you from fire, and there's an ice mail. Now, normally you've got to walk all the way around this floor, but once again, after you get in your fight, of course, with two of these fucking things, I'm going to keep the swap train rolling. Now that we've gotten it to level 5, I've passed the threshold of being able to lie to y'all about not worrying about swap levels. I've got the swap fever, son. I can't be satiated. Breath of strike. Love it. Oh yeah, fat MP from that iguana. Basically what a basilisk is, right? We can step through this wall right here. We'll pop down here and grab the ice mail. Once again, it's real nice mail. And that protects you from ice, which means we can throw it on our boy Ricard. There we go. You love to see it. Let's get out of here. What are we missing? The ice gloves. Don't care. Ambushed by Flan. Just like Courage the Cowardly Dog that one time. Sorry, I got distracted by thinking about Doc Gerbil's world. Alright, you're going to put fire on that. You... I really am not meaning to do... I want to put Osmos at the top, but having Cure at the top is more convenient for when she heals in between battles. What a conundrum. The FF Tours conundrum once again. And between Furion and Ricard, they should be able to burn that bottom slime up. Wonder how close his fire is getting to level 5. A respectable battle. Back up to the next floor. The Ice Brand sword is on this floor, and I want it. Once again, the pictures in this ancient text are so dark. It's like trying to play Circle of the Moon on an original Game Boy Advance. This is kind of like the ice cave of this game. Just this one floor, because, you know, it's got the damaging ice tiles. And there's treasure in it, I guess. I'm trying to see if there's any more cheeky little secret walls that I'm not remembering that let you skip shit. Those are convenient if you warp out of the tower to, you know, heal or go back to town. You can run back up quicker if you ignore the treasures by going through secret walls. What's the plan? Dan, you could kill that. Then Ricard and Gus could kill that, and Maria could attack one of the flowers in the back. Before it says everyone attack. I'm glad Furian's been getting enough agility ups that we get preemptive strikes. My first playthrough of this game, which was in Final Fantasy Origins on the PS1, I didn't understand how that worked, and Furian never really gained agility in my playthrough. And by the end of the game, I was just getting in constant ambush fights and not having a good time. I didn't even need Sans Undertale there to explain to me how bad a time I was going to have. It was just happening in real time. I'm going to assume Pixel Remaster works the same way. Vis-a-vis Furian's agility affecting everything. A single antidote. I don't even have the time or inventory space to humor it. Boom! Ice Brand is a nice brand. Now, we might as well throw that on you for now. Yeah. It would have been nice when we were fighting, you know, the Fire Gigas, but he wasn't really much of a threat anyway. I'd say we did an alright job taking him down, irregardless. I'm curious in getting Furian's Fire to level 5 now that I've brought it up. Now that I've acknowledged it, I have to see it grow. Perhaps you can grow your fire multiplier even higher. What was that? Hero, your HP is low. Try being less bad at the game. Fat crits on the Devil Blooms. Cruella Devil Blooms? Maybe. Damn. They must have like over 1,000 HP or some crazy shit. Who knew? Are these... Oh, this must be a more advanced flower than what I'm used to fighting. You're not dealing with an ordinary evil flower. We'll give her a chance to steal some MP before the fight ends. Definitely getting money. Really? Once again, oh Lord, not only is it only one fight, but it's some bad fucking shit to run into. Damn. Okay, we're going to have to be cautious with this fight. We're going to have to take extra precautions. Just ignore it. Okay. Let's have you... Now we want to kill them so we can get to the ones in the back faster. Let's see. What's the most optimal way to go about this? What are you holding, Maria, that could help us here? The acid file. Do it. Throw that shit out. I don't know if it'll help, but it'll be satisfying. You do that. You do that. At least Gus should be fairly immune to confuse. Fog and Drain. This would be a good time to throw that fog scroll and try to give them all amnesia. And you're going to betray Fang so that they're confused themselves. Good. Thank God we got a preemptive strike. If we ever needed one, it's now. That's not bad damage. Poison clay. It looks like a chemical equation. I guess it is an acid file. Somebody tell me what VSNCl16 would represent in chemistry. How many moles of damage are we doing, son? We're getting their valence electrons all out of whack, and that's what's going to be the key to defeating them. Okay, he's confused. Alright, he's confused. We got to remember which ones are confused because they're less threatening targets. Oh yeah, he used the fog tome. Yeah, not that effective at this point in the game. Although, not only is he confused, he has amnesia, which you'd think having amnesia would be even more confusing. Okay, so that one's less of a threat now. It's a good thing. Alright, then you kill that. And you kill that one. Gus, you kill that one. And Ricard, you attack that one. Oh yeah, I forgot that doesn't do a terrible amount of damage. Alright, she's confused. I don't want to be the one that the battles always choose, but inside I realize that Maria and Ricard are confused. They no longer have an idea of what's worth fighting for, or even why they have to scream. And the party, we're always getting into arguments because they're always instigating, and I think they're just saying what they don't mean. Why, that's so satisfying to me. Unicorn horn! Once again, I don't remember who's confused and who's not, so just holy that one. Basuna 16. How is Basuna 16 going to miss Maria? Jesus. That's 16 possible stacks of Basuna landing. Of course, I guess you'd need a certain number to land to cure. Did Maria just, like, gut herself like a trout? I was so shocked I couldn't react to it. I just stood there. Alright, here's how this turn is going to go down. See? You're going to attack that. You are going to holy that. And you are going to bring Maria back to life. Yep. Perfectly effective.